Hello everyone. Today we will discuss a new topic under in banking and insurance law. So today's topic is bank's duty to customer. We will talk about the duties and obligations of banks towards its customer and how banks fulfill these duties. List of topics to be covered here is the we'll talk about a banker customer relationship, although we have already discussed in previous lectures. Then we'll talk about banks, what are the bank duties to its customers. There are certain duties we have mentioned here is the duty to honor checks of customers. Then we have a case study related to it. We'll talk about duties to act on behalf of customer, duty to maintain secrecy, duty to safeguard trust property, duty to provide services to customer. First of all, let's talk about banker-customer relationship. The banker-customer relationship is based on trust and terms of the contract signed between them. They also have agent-principal relationship where bank acts on behalf of its customer. The banker-customer shares a creditor-debtor relationship with respect to deposit and loans. What are the bank's duty to its customer? Bank has several duties towards a customer. Some of the duties of a bank are as follows. Bank's duty to honor checks, bank's duty to act on behalf of customer, duty to maintain secrecy, and duty to provide services to customer. First of all, the bank's foremost duty is to honor checks of the customer. The deposits accepted by bank are his liabilities repayable on demand or otherwise. The banker is therefore under a statutory obligation to honor his customer's check in the usual course. Section 31 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881 lays down that the drawee of a check having sufficient funds of the drawer in his hands properly applicable to the payment must compensate the drawer for any loss or damage caused by such default. The protection provided by Section 131 is not absolute but qualified. A collecting banker can claim protection against conversion if the following conditions are fulfilled. First condition is the good faith and without negligence. Second is collection for a customer, acts as an agent, and last one is cross checks. Let's discuss one case study on it. The case here is of Tina Motors versus ANZ Banking Group. In this case, Mr. and Mrs. I owned a used car business together named Tina Motors Private Limited. The check account of this business entity is with ANZ Bank and the manager was Hardy. In this banker-customer relationship, only Mrs. I as the customer could sign and issue a check from this account. Mrs. I's brother-in-law, Mr. Stella, worked in Tina Motors Private Limited together with Mr. and Mrs. I. Under one incident, Mr. Stella forged Mrs. I's signature on cash checks and he was paid on checks by ANZ Bank. After 7 months, his unethical act was subsequently found out. Tina Motors responses by issuing a court sue towards ANZ banking groups for not obligating its duty as a banker to honor the check only when it is properly noted and signed. The judge of this case analyzed the background, facts, and evidence of this case and voiced out his opinion. In usual similar cases like the current case would succeed because an authorized signatory from Mrs. I did not sign the check issued. However, in this case, evidence showed that Mr. Hardy, as a representative banker from ANZ Bank, had twice been doubtful on the authenticity of signature and he acted accordingly by seeking confirmation from Mr. I on the issuance of the check. Upon his act, he has been reassured by Mr. I that the check was authorized by Mrs. I and can be paid. Mr. I put on inquiry and chose not to examine the situation deeper after being asked by Mr. Hardy. Mr. Hardy's efforts to seek for confirmation from Mr. I twice on particular check when he found doubts on it has proved his continuing responsible to act with reasonable care to ensure proper working of account of the plaintiff. Hence, the court judged that the defendant is to be claimed no guilty and that he had obliged to his duty to honor check of plaintiff, although the check was later found out to be forged on its signature. Next duty of banker is to act on behalf of customer. Because of the contract signed between a banker and a customer, it is the duty of the bank to act on behalf of the customer. Bank will act on the directions of the customer with respect to its customer's account with the bank and related business. Here, customer can ask his bank to do certain activities on his behalf and the bank has to act upon those directions as it is the obligation upon the bank to act on behalf of their customers. Next duty is duty to maintain secrecy. While opening an account with the bank, there will be a contract between customers and their banks. This made a contractual duty for the banker, which implied that there has an agreement that banker will keep their customers' information confidential. This confidentiality is not only applied to account transactions, but it also includes all the informations that the bank has about the customer. So anything which has been submitted by a customer through KYC to its bank, it will be a certain information which a bank is supposed to keep confidential, and in any case bank cannot disclose all the information regarding its customer to any other person. Next duty is to safeguard trust property. The duty to safeguarding the trust or customer property is fundamental to the notion of trusteeship and to the operations of trust. In a banker-customer relationship, one of the roles of banker is to act as the trustee for customers. A bank is a place for customers to keep their properties, especially cash, in order to secure the safety of the properties. Hence, it is the responsibility of bank to ensure the security of these properties. Next duty is to provide services. Bank has a duty to provide services to its customer. Customer avails certain services to banks of their convenience. Bank cannot say no to its customer while providing services if customer is not a defaulter. Some services of banks are discussed further. Services provided by a bank is advancing of loans, overdraft facility, discounting of bills of exchange, check payments, collection and payment of credit instruments, foreign currency exchange, consultancy, bank guarantee, remittance of funds, credit card facilities, ATM services, debit card facilities, home banking, online banking, mobile banking, accepting deposits, priority banking, and private banking.